The ice cream sandwich.
Oh my god, we don't need any ice cream sandwiches. No, 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 no. Okay. Hello, hello, hello. We are alive. Let me just change screen from OST to Omniscient Reader's viewpoint. And let me see why chat is not working. It also did not work in Tower of God, so I'm quite confusion about that. So let me go on my stream elements for a second. Stream elements. Last week we finished off the battle against the Disaster of Floods, and after finishing off the Disaster of Floods, we actually are thinking about how to resurrect a future Yusong. That's going to be I'm not a Twitch streamer. What am I doing? I don't know how we're going to revive her. It's going to work some way. Apparently, Dokja already has something in mind to revive her, so it will easily happen. We just need to see how it's all going to work out. I don't want to have my Twitch imports. I want to have my YouTube imports. YouTube. Let me just remove this thing for a second so that I can do everything. Here. This works. Then I need to go to streaming tools, overlays. Which chat am I using? Well, it doesn't matter technically. I just need to copy the URL and try it out. I'm sorry for delaying this, but I want chat on stream because I think it's just cool to have. So let me just delete this and create a new browser source. Call it chat again. Chat 2. But it doesn't work for some reason. Why does it not work? Your stream chat, but it doesn't work. Hello, Chris. Welcome to the chat and welcome to the stream. I hope you had a nice day and it's only going to get nicer from here on out. Why does chat not work anymore? Hello, Astro. Welcome. Welcome. For some reason, chat doesn't work anymore and I'm crying. It should be this one. But it just doesn't work for some reason. Settings. Show messages permanently. Message fade after. Text settings. Preview. Open in browser. Hello, Thanatos. Thanatos. The constellation of the god of death. Thanatos from Greek mythology. Restart, maybe. But it also didn't... Like, I had the same issue in Tower of God, I just didn't care that much. Save. Session data. on here. Get that in here. Things were happening. There's this chat. Technically, it should be there, but I don't see any messages. Refresh. I don't... Kotzreiz. Woof, woof. I think I can... I have an idea. Let me do my fix until I might be able to do this the normal way again. So I'm need 1 more second. First, I'm going to return the sub count. There were letters on the screen? What? Do you mean that stuff? No. When everything popped up, yeah. But I think that was just me pressing Control Z, but not the chat messages. So I'm going with Plan B, which means I need to open up stream on another browser. And I need to mute. Fuck off, Pyro. Nobody wants to listen to you. I think people want to listen to you, but I don't want to listen to you. Okay. Let me go on here. Let me do this. Let me do... let me go over here, open it, mute it. We have the chat there, so now I need to do window capture, chat 3. That's the correct screen. You don't need to capture my cursor. That's fine. Then I need to pull this to stretch to screen. Then we're going to cut this. Oh, no, not this. Infinity! Transform. Edit transform. Crop left. 1000. I want to crop, not stretch. Come on, we all know how cropping works. Why doesn't it work now? Transform. Edit transform, crop left. Why is it stretching? It's not supposed to stretch, it's supposed to crop. Holy shit, this is horrible. I guess, okay, wait, let me transform. Wait, let me pop out chat. Pop out chat. And we have pop out chat here. Then we go here, change this from capturing this to capturing the pop out chat. It's literally capturing it, but it's not capturing it! I can literally see the yellow square around it! Holy shit, we're struggling. Holy sheesh, we're struggling so bad. Look at you, Chad! You got some color! You're not. Oh my god, this is so scuffed, but at least Chad is on stream now. Okay. We're going to make it like this. Maybe it really needs a restart. Yeah, I'm going to try to fix this for next week. We're going to survive with this method for this week. We're going to survive with this method. I mean, it's a tiny bit scuffed, but that's what we're here for. We want to read Omniscient Reader's viewpoints. The scuff is all just part of it. We can survive this. We will survive this, and we have survived this already. As I said, last week, Yusong died, but Yusong also survived, and we're trying to revive Yusong. I think I need to show a bit more from the bottom. Maybe like this. This seems fine. It's super stretched, but it doesn't cover the chapter though. In what way do you mean? Let me scroll down. Let me see what the Dokebi is talking about here. If it's covering slightly. It's covering slightly. You're right, you're right, you're right. Dang you people. You need to get thinner. Why are you so thick? I mean, it doesn't matter. I can just stretch you over here. So it works fine like that. Then you also don't need look that stretched. Thin, thick. Thin, thick. Thin, thick. Okay, let's keep you guys here. Okay. I am the Dokebi Yongi. I will be taking over the reward calculation temporarily. I will now calculate the additional rewards for the 5th scenario. This Dokebi looks so freaking nervous. Just look at the guy sweating all over. Wait, I also forgot something with all of the stress. She's not on my head. Where the hell is she? There she is, Sooyoung. Perfect. I never know if I use the same size for this laughing Sooyoung on my head, but she's there. And also, tiny laughing Sooyoung is still somewhere hidden on the screen. What I gave you just now is the most common healing potion used in the Star Stream. You have received Elaine Forest Essence. Even if you are seriously wounded, you will be able to heal yourself by drinking this and going to sleep. So you must use it where you can be sure that it's safe. Yeah. He must be new. I've never seen such polite Dokebi. It's almost unnerving. Additional rewards given to major contributors will be handed out later tonight. Good job and good luck in the next scenario, everyone. What a sweetie. He just doesn't want anything bad for the people to happen. He's a nice Dokebi. Did stream die? For me, it says everything is still going on. I guess it's fine. Sung is laughing at the streaming problems. She's always laughing at me. Just last night she was like, "You call this a pizza? I can cook a better pizza with my eyes closed." Additional rewards given to major contributors of the 5th scenario will be a B grade skill. Major contributor Dogja Kim, Huyon Jong, and Jungyok Yu. Gosh, I finally got my hands on my skill. Do you choose to accept the B grade skill, lie detection, as your rewards? Such a hard time until now because I didn't have lie detection. You found a mini Sooyoung already? You found her? Where is she then? Has she been able to add it to your skill list? What should I pick? Glance. Hey, do you know where Junhyuk went? Oh, he went somewhere with Solva. With Solo? I don't think they're in the kind of relationship you presumed them to be in. Huh? I don't think they're in the kind of relationship you presumed them to be in. Why? How should I know? I know they were a couple in the second round, but I can't remember if they were in the third round or not. Junhyuk was never really a romantic protagonist. The sixth scenario will begin in 4 days. I would guess that Junhyuk is going to be together with Solwa again. The only reason why they wouldn't be together in the third scenario would be because Solwa got taken over by the assistant and everything, by the guide. So that's why he couldn't do it and had to kill her. She's being the Junhyuk shicker. Yeah, always ship the guy. You need to ship him. Oh, I see. He went to collect new skills and items. He's preparing for the sixth scenario. Right, Master told me to deliver a message to you earlier. To me? Dokja, our contract period is over. Huh? Then at least swear you won't kill me until the end of the fifth scenario. If you can't do that, I can't help you. I won't kill you, but I'll get you back for hitting me. Oh no! Oh no! Now he got one more antagonist lined up somewhere. He swore to not kill me. Right, we did agree to that. Could you have let me live all this time because of that? He couldn't have gone off to prepare to kill me, right? To learn a new skill that would kill me with one blow, right? That's all happening here, right? What's this contract about anyway? Dokja! Look at them having all these rings. Just drinking soju. Casually drinking soju while the world's getting destroyed. My god, where did you find these? I find them over there, so I help myself. She's a minor, right? Like she's just a teenager. She so wants to drink some alcohol. She so 100% is going to be like, well, the world already is destroyed, right? So I can probably drink some alcohol, right? Can I please? We should have a drink to celebrate the occasion. Look at her, she's so hyped for the alcohol. Crackle, crackle. Good job, everyone. Look at this. Why do I have to drink soda? Yeah, because you're a child. You really did an amazing job. Never mind that. You were so cool when you beat up that Dokibi earlier. You looked a little bit cooler than Master today. You have my approval. That's right. You were amazing. I felt good just watching you. You did good too, Dokja. Everything didn't go as planned, but we managed to protect Sol. And Sol won't be in any more danger. At least until a few more scenarios have been completed. Oh, how is our boy Gilyong reacting to Yusong just casually leaning on Dokja's side? Maybe he's feeling sympathetic because he knows that she saw herself die. Oh my god, Chris calling him out. I found Sooyoung, so if you really find her, you can tell. That's it. That is, if you really know. Like, damn, you're really getting into that constellation mindset. So what I did was I taught him a lesson. I can't drink anymore. Now that's what I'm talking about. Oh, look how she's already drunk from one bottle of soju. I didn't know they were such lightweights. They didn't have much to drink. When did Gia get a hold of that soju? Already 4 bottles in. I have no idea how strong soju really is, because I don't drink alcohol, so I have no idea of how to compare it to anything else. But, yeah, if you guys know how much she's drinking, you can probably relate. 4 bottles? When did she drink all of this? I'm a heavy drinker. Come to think of it, I've never seen her drunk at company gatherings. Because I can't afford to get drunk like this. She did have a lot of men at work who tried to take advantage of her by getting her drunk. But I should be fine today, right? Oh, is that some flirting that I see here? Is that some flirting? This is kind of awkward. Spark. I knew it. Good thing I didn't drink tonight. Constellation, God of Alcohol and Ecstasy, wants to speak to you. Oh, what is he writing there? Or is it even some writing? Like, this looks like a music note, right? This is music. This 100% is some sort of music. Olympus has taken the bait. Of course, I'm 100% well aware where she is. This is turning out into a situation of like, I know where she is, but do you know where she is, huh? Three promises. Okay, everybody's snoring, and Sangha and Dogja are going to meet freaking oh, I forgot. Alcohol and ecstasy. What was it? Oh my god, I know 100%. Dionysus. It's Dionysus. It's humming a tune. God of alcohol and ecstasy. The only god to use that nickname in Olympus is Dionysus, one of the 12 gods of the Greek pantheon. Look at how handsome he looks here. Very handsome man. I think he's telling us to drink some more. Give me a second, I need to put something on the ground. I don't want to drink. Let's go ahead then. 19% alcohol. That sounds pretty big number. You shouldn't drink too much, Sangha. One of us has to be sober. Can you not drink a lot, Dogja? I'm a bit of a light drinker. I think he wants us to drink even more. Dogja already has that Asian blush going on. It's good to have someone to drink with. I was getting a little lonely. What? I think she's sitting closer to me than before. Oh no, she's also starting to feel it. Oh my god, it's happening, it's happening. This is not a drill, it's happening. Dogja, yes? Oh my god, yeah, Dogja's a light drinker. Look at them. Something's not right. There's no way something like this would happen to me. Personal skill, the fourth wall has made you a little sober. Sangha, get a hold of yourself. Look at her eyes. Right, something like this would never happen to me. There's no way someone as thorough as Sangha would do something like this. What? Oh, huh? Oh my! What was I doing just now? Why don't we stop playing and start discussing things? Damn it, I feel a little pitiful. Fourth wall just cockblocked yourself. Man, he could have got a chmoo, a choo, a small chew, a small kissy with Sangha. Okay, it's now conversation time with Dionysus. Underworld Interpreter level 2 has been activated. You've spoiled the fun. Rumble roar. The Great Hall has started reacting. The gods of the Otherworld must have sensed Dionysus' presence. It may just be letters, but he addressed us directly. I guess it's because he's one of the 12 gods of Olympus. It's quite reckless of him. You've spoiled the fun. Only the top constellations can directly communicate with this world, without using an incarnation or a dokebi as a medium. It's quite taxing on the plausibility too. That's why most constellations deliver the message through indirect means. If you're not that confident, why did you appear before us? I hate those damn tentacles. He won't admit that he's not powerful enough to fight them. I can't be bothered to fight them, and you'll all be dead if I go there myself. Well, it's true that Seoul will be in ruins when someone on his level makes an appearance. That's how my father killed my mother. Last week we had this entire discussion on how much you would know about Greek mythology and all of these other things, or maybe that was 2 weeks ago. But right now I'm even forgetting who his father and who his mother was. Is he also a child of Zeus? Or what was the family tree of Dionysus again? What does he mean by that? He must be referring to the legend behind his birth. From what I know, Dionysus was born between Zeus and Princess Semele of Thebes. Okay, there's the explanation. Hera, jealous of Zeus and Semele, disguised herself as Semele the nanny and told her the following. Read and you shall know. It's always like that, Chris, right? That Zeus might be an imposter. Ask him to show you what he looks like in Olympus. Having fallen for Hera's trick, Semele asked Zeus to show his true self, and burned to death by the rays of light emitted by Zeus' true form. That's a little different from what I know. His mother isn't the princess of Thebes from what I read. I knew she was smart, but she's so well read too. As she said, there are two legends behind Dionysus' birth. One is where his mother is the princess Semele of Thebes. I see that you know quite a lot about me. And the other is the version in which his mother is Persephone, wife of Hades. Come to think of it, I'm curious. Which one of the two is the true story? Is that so important to you? It's interesting. Okay, I have to leave a bit early. Have a great stream. By the way, she's behind the crying Bia. Oh my god! Oh my god! He spotted her. But have a nice day, and thank you for being here, even if it was only for a short amount of time. He really knew. Oh my god. Chris, yeah, he really knew. It is. I need the true story to be the latter version. The reason I went along with Fuiwon and started the party was so I could lure out Dionysus. Dionysus, son of Persephone. If she is indeed his mother, it's highly likely that Dionysus is able to communicate with Persephone, wife of Hades. Talking about Hades, is anyone playing Hades 2? I watched a stream of that. Looks like a pretty cool game. I never played the first part, but it looks like a pretty nice game. Insolent human. But I like rude humans. I knew of someone who was as reckless as you. He was very good with the lyre, but things didn't end well for him either. It will be different for me. I can open the gates of the underworld for you. Father of the rich knight doesn't like me, but the goddess of the underworld will grant my requests. Father of the rich knight must be Hades, and the goddess of the underworld would it then be Persephone? Because like Hades is the father and she's like the goddess, or would the goddess of the underworld be a different one? Would it be perhaps some other? I'm bad with, I'm not too deep into Greek. Hecate? No, Hecate was like a witch. But it's very dangerous there, and I can't guarantee that you'll make it back alive. That's fine by me. Good. I also like a desperate human. Remember, you will only have 12 hours while there. If you do not return by then, you will never be able to return to the scenario in which you reside. Stagger. Damn it. This is why he made us drunk. I'm getting sleepy. Slanger, Gilyoung, and Newsong, wake up the others! Dokja! A new hidden scenario is activated. Constellation God of Alcohol and Ecstasy is guiding your soul. I hope that Father of the Rich Knight takes a liking to you. Oh my god, are we going to have a direct confrontation with Hades? Direct confrontation with Hades? I do wonder, because we're now seeing like the Olympus 12 and everything, I do wonder how perhaps the deities from Roman mythology are working. Are they like different entities? Because if we think about it, like, I don't know if any of you read Percy Jackson and the Roman counterpart story, but in that it was like the gods had split personalities. Like the Roman and Greek gods had split personalities, where sometimes they were Roman, sometimes they were Greek. But like other gods are like by themselves, but because Roman and Greek is like so mixed together, they have like this split personality going on. I wonder if this like, if we will meet Roman gods in this story as well. Your consciousness has been freed from the confines of your body due to death. Who is that? Interesting. A spirit of an incarnation has entered the realm of the constellations. You will regret it. They're so loud. Could they be from Olympus? Personal skill on the fourth wall has been activated in full force. Oh, look at what he's wearing. It looks ancient. You have entered the underworld as the spirit of a living man. This is... My head hurts. The judges of the underworld have noticed your presence. This must be the river of the underworld that Hades rules over, Acheron. It's hard getting up since my body feels too heavy. Charon, the ferryman of the underworld, must be waiting for me, and... That's a slave clothes, lol. Slave? I was thinking like caveman, but because it's like in Greek setting, yeah, it's more slave-like, yeah. Hurry, get up. What are you doing here? Are you new here? I've never seen you around before. He doesn't seem to be injured or anything. Search him. He could have brought something with him. Be careful. Seeing how he ended up here, he could be pretty dangerous. Did you forget about the lunatic who passed through a few days ago? Oh, he was just one in a million. Ooh, which lunatic? Oh! The Tyrant King. The Tyrant King has not died too long ago, right? Or how long was it in timeline? Could he make a reappearance here now? Could he make a reappearance? That would be really cool. I'm sure it will be rare for us to see people like him. They're all working. Seeing how this place is full of souls. This must be the underworld. But what are they doing here? A robot? Hey, are you ignoring me? What the? How is he so strong? Scenario window. Category hidden scenario. A stroll through the underworld. Category hidden. Difficulty A+. Clear condition. Find a way back to the realm of the living and avoid being caught by the judges. Time limit 12 hours. Reward 10,000 coins. Penalty for failure. You will be forced to become a citizen of the underworld. I've received this scenario. The duration is exactly as Dionysus told me. But why am I here? I should have ended up by the banks of Acheron. Damn you. How dare you do this to me, who was once the hyena of the final fight? He must be a nobody since I haven't heard of him. Hey, you stray dogs. What's going on? Stray dogs? Did something fun happen? Wait, is this Namun? Like the guy from the first scenario? Let me join, huh? I'm sick and tired of building that robot all day. Ah, it's a lunatic, run! Huh? Lunatic? Hey! What are you doing here? Who is he? And why is he acting like he knows me? What? Don't you recognize me? Did you really forget? Namun Kim. So it is Namun Kim. So the Tyrant King could also be here. The Tyrant King very well could also be here. Damn it. Of course the underworld is where the dead end up. He's back, as he wished once before. Namun Kim was an interesting character. But he's not going to get revived. I think he's going to be here for this arc, and then not. Could I have missed the fact that the people I've killed would be here? Hey, come on, don't be like that. We're both dead already now, right? So who was it that killed you? Tell me. Come on. There's no doubt about it. This is... maybe, maybe not. Lamoon! Lachi! Okay, welcome to the stream. Come on, you can relax a little. You'll be fine as long as you don't go near that. Oh, this is Kerberos, yeah. Missed my guy. There he is. His hair got a bit long. I must have ended up in Tartarus, the hell of the underworld. That's just a baby. It's only a tier 4 monster. There are far greater ones in the levels below. So, how does it feel to have ended up in hell? Seriously, you're laughing? There's something I want to ask you. What is it? Isn't there anyone else down here besides you? Well, there's you. Not me. I've been looking around, but I don't see a single person that I recognize. Like Ilsan Myong, the catastrophe of questions, or Minu Song, the humanoid demon. Who was Ilsan Myong? No, wait, it's his first name. Ilsan Myong is the catastrophe of questions. Minu Song, the humanoid demon. Who was Minu Song? Minu Song. Who was that again? I know he must be important if Dogja is thinking about him, but who was he again? Not that I know. I'm the only one from the subway that ended up here. Well, Hades' Underworld is just one of many afterlife. They must be in the other ones. Did you by any chance see a young woman who passed by recently? A young woman? She has white hair and has a ponytail. She's quite pretty. Oh, now I get it now. Has he seen her? Did you die trying to save a girl? The bully, his bully. Oh, okay, his bully. His bully was only relevant for a short amount of time, so that's probably why I didn't put it in my long-time memory. Because Namun, I remember, even though Namun was only like also there for the very beginning. But Namun felt more important than the bully. Gosh, that's the problem with your generation. You think laughing is something great enough to die for? That's so old-fashioned. Did you see her or not? Just answer me. I haven't. Too bad you didn't get to see your girlfriend. Then I guess Yusung's spirit didn't come here. She may not have crossed Acheron just yet. But since the spirit is from the different world, she'll be exiled out of this world in due time. I must find her spirit before that happens. But what were you doing here? What do you think? Building that thing, of course. Now you'll get to join me. That? Do you see that thing that looks like a demon? A robot? That is a Titan soldier. So Titans are robots in this story. Hades must be preparing for Gigantomachia already. It sure is different from the other Olympian gods who just sit around doing nothing. This way, come with me. What is it? The overseers are coming. Ooh, looking creepy. Looking creepy. There's a place I've been working at. Go there and pretend to be hammering something. You need to be working extra hard if you're new here. Namun had fun building a giant mech. Namun really is just living his edgelord dreams. I still like how Namun is like friendly to Dogja. Dogja literally killed the guy and Namun's like, hey, let me show you around here. Oh, your girlfriend? I'm going to tease you. Hey, you need to do this or you're going to get in trouble with the overseers. Like, he's literally taking care of Dogja. Clang, clang, clang. Here they come. Pick up the hammer. Robots? My god, they really do look hella creepy. I wonder, like, how would it... They must be also pretty creepily described in the novel themselves. But Redai's studio is just a great studio. I don't think it would be too crazy to say that Redai's studio might really be the best studio when it comes to art style. I do sometimes have problems with Redai's, but like from art quality and action scenes, they are really great. Murmur. Huh? Why are you looking at me like that? Didn't anything come to mind when you saw me? What do you mean? Oh, you're scared of me, aren't you? Worried I might try to get revenge on you? Right? He was much more of a psychopath than Jungyok in the novel. Of course I'm scared. They just need a great story behind the art. Yeah. Namun is not that bad of a person. He's just a psychopath. He's just a psychopath, Korra. Yeah, and Chris, you're right. They just need a great story behind their art. But they're also just adapting They're adapting so many things. And also so many generic stories. Even though many stories from Redai's don't have like the best story, just because of great art they're getting carried and people are eating that shit up. It's like junk food. It's like fast food. He was much more of a psychopath than Jungyok in the novel. Of course I'm scared. Look how the look in his eyes changes on the dime like that. Well, there's no need for that since both of us are dead now. And I've changed a lot since I got here. I've done a lot of self-reflection too. Yeah, as if. You've confirmed that Namun Kim is telling the truth. What? It's true! Why won't you believe me? I'm doing my best to atone for the things I have done. Anyone building a mech is not a bad person. I don't know about that. I'm even grateful that you killed me. I mean, why? They feed you on time, give a roof over your head, don't send you to school, and my parents aren't here to nag me. It's a little hot, but this place is the best, and I get to build miniature robots when I'm bored. Thinks the Titan soldiers are robots. He's playing with the metal ore of the underworld. It's all thanks to you. I'm telling you the truth. I really am grateful. He's a few screws loose. Their character Namun Kim is taking a liking towards you. He definitely does. This is an announcement to all the slaves on the first floor. See, robots are the best. I mean, they're pretty cool. We'll be conducting a random inspection. They're always pulling the bullshit. They inspect us all the time because they've got nothing better to do. An intruder has entered the underworld. It was reported that a living spirit has crossed the Acheron. If the Great Death finds out about this, terrible things will happen to you as well. The inspection is to find the vile intruder among us. This is just a formality, so don't be anxious and remain where you are. Damn it, things are progressing faster than I expected. What a bunch of idiots. Even if a living person came here, why would they come to Tartarus of all places? There's no escaping here, right? Hey, mister! What? Yeah. I was just wondering, were they talking about you just now? They were. Oh shit! Gosh, you really are the master of manipulation. How could you have pretended to be dead all this time? Isn't there any place I can hide here? As if! Where can you hide in the damn prison? Why don't you go hide in the robot over there, if you're that desperate? Is it even finished? Not yet. They say there's a problem with its core or something. If it had been completed, I would have ridden that thing to defeat Kerberos, and had headed straight for Hades' palace. Are you really going to hide in that thing? No. That thing is nearly a living organism, so it might end up being digested if I get inside it. Good, because you'll die right away if you go in there. I thought you turned over a new leaf. Only for people who are dead. It was nice seeing you, but too bad. You'll die soon, so I'll be nice to you then. Damn it. Jungyuk also visited the underworld near the end of the novel. Oh, so he's doing something that Jungyuk only did near the end. What did he do then? Your memory of the novel has been elaborated due to your attributes. Go tell the king of the underworld that I'll be taking Pluto to the Titan Soldier. Pluto? The Titan Soldier? But Pluto is like the Roman version of Hades. Tell everyone to get lost unless they want to die. That psychopath, he challenged the judges of Hades head on. Not my problem anymore. That's only possible because Jungyuk is a regressor. I don't have that much power and I'm not even a regressor. Wait, hold on. Why can't I do what Jungyuk did? Why shouldn't I get caught by the judges? Because I'll become a citizen of the underworld by failing the hidden scenario? Because the judges might try to obliterate me for Hades' sake? Who are you? Me? I'm the person you're looking for. Whoosh. Grab. It looks like you're about to obliterate me into non-existence. But I suggest you think again. If you kill me now, you'll end up losing in Gigantomachia for sure. Go tell the father of the rich knight that I know of a way to complete the Titan Soldier. Crack. The cold. I can feel it seeping through my bones. Okay, he's going all in. As always, Dogja is kinda not afraid of dying. Like, I know he's afraid of dying, but like the way he acts and does things makes it seem like he is ready to face death whenever necessary. He really is just ready to do it. He's a suicidal idiot, actually. Okay, yeah. He's just a big chihuahua. Just a big chihuahua. Have fun in hell now, Moon. The hidden scenario has been updated. Dogsha takes gigantic risks, most often involving him risking his own life. I guess that's just how hard it is to get to the end of Twissa. If you are not ready to risk your life, you cannot achieve the final ending. You get lost if you're not careful. Hey, are you there? Yes, I'm on the way. I know you're there. Yes, sir, I'm here. Oh, it's not Bion. Are you a new Dokebi? Hello, sir. I'm Yongi, a low-grade Dokebi. Bion is off tending to do business at the administration, so I'm here to fill in for him. Well, aren't you going to do your job? I'm sorry, sir. The scenario's been updated. Why are you keeping him updated? That's... Sir, how do I update this scenario? Oh, why is this Dokebi cute? What kind of a Dokebi asks an incarnation that? Well, Byung told me to ask you if I come across anything I don't know. The intern. He really is just intern. And Byung is just like, yo, you can ask him. You can ask Dogsha anything. Dogsha is just as smart as all of the high-grade Dokebi. You can rely on Dogsha. Just what that Bio got me into. Hold on, sir. I go ask another Dokkaebi and what? I'm sorry to ask you, but could I display your message backlog? This is my first time working on a dispatch job. Constellation, God of Alcohol and Ecstasy, is overjoyed by your suffering. Constellation, Prison of the Golden Headband, is excited by your adventure. Constellation, Demonic Judge of Fire, is praying that you make it back. May go back to your comrades safely. Constellation, Secret Plotter, is curious to find out how you escape. You've been gifted 12,000 coins. Bro was not ready for his first day on the job. No, Yongi! Yongi, we needed you! When the world needed him the most, he disappeared, and only Yongi could save them all. 12,000 coins? Just for showing them Hades' palace? Well, if you think about it, I'm basically broadcasting private property where cameras aren't allowed. We're here. Step. Oh, he's going back to his normal clothes now. Interesting. It's been a while since someone set foot in here alive. And you've brought some unwanted guests with you. A banquet hall? I can't see because it's too dark. But since we're in Hades' palace and a woman is speaking to me from where the lady of the house is supposed to be seated, so... Slam. Today's going to be a special day. It's an honor, Queen of the Darkest Spring. Queen of the Darkest Spring. She's the wife of Hades and the Queen of the Underworld. Persephone. Persephone. Persephone? You know my nickname. You have great manners for an incarnation. I am flattered. What's more interesting is, you don't seem pretty shaken despite hearing my true voice. Come to think of it, I don't feel anything. Persephone is the constellation that is at least above the rank of a fable, and to think that just a few days ago I had trouble hearing Yusin Kim's voice. I've never seen any skill that was activated in full force. Maybe it's because I'm meeting a being on a whole another level, that my subconscious is perceiving this experience as unreal. Sit, Incarnation Dogja Kim. May I ask you a question if you don't mind? Go on. Is that your true form? Of course not. This is my symbolic form. A mere human such as yourself would not be able to withstand my true form. He looks kinda derpy here. Such an awful habit. Perhaps you're not into older women? That's not the problem. Oh, Dogja, you're not into hags? But the age of 30 is... 30 is not hags, but hags are on the rise in the VTuber scene. Everybody loves themselves a good hag. She has assumed the form. Oh, of that older woman that died in his arms. That's a bit... The old lady I couldn't save in the first scenario. Ooh, the meat looks delicious. I would love to bite into this meat. If I'm making you uncomfortable, I can assume a different form. Oh, who's she now? I don't recognize it from the heels and I don't recognize it from the dress. Is it Anna? Is it Anna Croft? No, it's Sang. Is it Sanga? Is it like Sanga in is it Sanga in like Dark Sang? Okay, it's Sanga in a different dress. That's why I didn't recognize the clothes. It's just Sanga with darker makeup. Wait, SpongeBob, you need to go. Look at that booty. Look at that booty. And whoever's drawing that really likes themselves like these fish. They're not called fishnets. The stockings. Dark Sanga. Chinese traditional dress. Dogja's king also. Okay, I guess because she asked, you're not into older women. She then changed into a woman who she knows more that Dogja is interested in. And because she's a goddess, she knows also that Dogja is into Chinese dresses. Okay. Dang, Dogja, so you're into that. You're into darker people. And put SpongeBob a bit lower and you'll be banned on YouTube. Yeah, let's not do that. Let's not do that for now, Chris. I don't need to get banned. Maybe one day when we hit the 1 million subscribers, we can try to get banned. But that will take until many, many years. Maybe never. I don't think we will ever reach that number. 1 million is such a crazy number. I don't think it's capable. Let's aim for the 500 first. Oh no, she's smiling. I like it paged. The old lady is fine. Did she have to turn into Sangha wearing that? Wearing that? Yeah, exactly, wearing that. Since we don't have much time, let's get right down to business. To defeat the Huns. Doctor, I understand, I would be floored as well. Wearing that? What about the king of the underworld? Damn it, I guess she's not changing back. Look at how he's blushing. The king is displeased with your sudden visit, so I think it'd be better if you just talk to me and today. Well, there's no way one of the major three gods of Olympus would talk to some incarnation. I guess this will have to do. Dionysus told me the gist of it, but it wouldn't hurt to hear what you want in your own words. I want to retrieve someone's soul. I don't know if you've heard, but I'm ready to make a deal. A soul. This reminds me of the past. Souls don't exist in this world. That would make Plato and Aristotle turn in their graves. How can a god say something like that? Those two wouldn't be in their graves, as they became constellations. Yeah, okay, I guess they become constellations, and you're not technically dead when you become a constellation. I'm not here to exchange jokes. Neither am I. Incarnation Dogja Kim, there's no such thing as a soul. This is just an illusion created by men who so desperately want to believe in their continued existence. Then what about the people of the underworld? Are they not souls? They are like this. They're meat? Come on, guys. Whoever is lol. Yeah, exactly. They are meat for the queen. Guys, do I have to say anything? Like, whoever is drawing this, is really turning up the sex appeal. Also, welcome to the stream, Mr. Keyboard Smash. PQ. This is premium beef. Why didn't you try some? No. Are you going to decline my offer? Yes, I'm sorry, but I must. I'm sure it's delicious. Tusa described how delicious it is over 12 pages? A 12-page food description? Persephone is so queen. I mean, this is Sangha we're talking about. This is just Sangha. But at the very end, until his current round ended, Jungkook had regretted having eaten the food. Because the food is the people. Whoever eats the food from the underworld can never go back to the world of the living. Okay, so it's like that. Life in the underworld isn't as bad as you think. You can visit the living realm freely as long as you have the permission of the king. Persephone got attitude though. Yeah, Persephone has attitude. But Sangha, when she returned after the minor time skip, she also had attitude. At least towards Sooyoung. Towards Sooyoung she had attitude. You can visit the living realm freely as long as you have the permission of the king. It would be like being in a private military. But the time I served in the military was the worst I could ever ask for. Really? But the men in your country always say, maybe I should have just stayed in the army. So I thought it wasn't a big deal. I must have been mistaken. How does the goddess of a foreign country know so much about Korean men? Pyro, you still think the meat is looking good? I mean, the meat did look good. And if I'm dead, I can eat that without having to worry. I would not. I'm already inside of hell, so I could eat that, right? Who cares? Pyro would immediately eat the steak and get stuck. In the underworld. But Lachi, you would too, right? But you know what is true as well? We would not be stuck in the underworld. The underworld would be stuck with us. They would need to handle us. I can live there if I get that food and hang out with Persephone, who just changes into the things that I desire to please me, and then have Hades like as my boss. I don't know how swelled of a guy he is, but these guys, they have to handle me weaving out about reading webtoons and other things. I won't be stuck because I know Greek mythology. But do you want to be stuck with Persephone, Chris? You'll be treated better than you could ever imagine. The executive officer who wanted me to become a sergeant said something like that too. I bet he didn't offer you a steak, did he? For example, that steak you have before you will immediately make you a sword master. Look, cook! Look at the cook! This is even better! I would have ate the steak and instantly become a sword master? Like, there's nothing to lose! Who cares about being stuck in the underworld? If I also lose like my personality and become a soldier for them, yeah, okay. But if I can just get like crazy abilities like that from just eating steak, I take it. You get stronger the more you eat. But you can only become a swordmaster after years and years of arduous training in the other dimensions. And that pasta will make you an archmage who can reign over the continents. Oh hell yeah, I'm eating that. I would eat everything here. I would just become the most powerful person. The soup will make you an SSS grade hunter. Are you still going to not eat them? If I take a bite of steak, I become even more powerful than Jumyok in an instant. I cannot be weak. I must master the sword. I will work harder and harder to become stronger. I did it. I've done it. Is this... Yes, this little piece of meat is what humans believe to be their soul. It must be the memories of someone who used to be a swordmaster. Memories? No. To be precise, it's their story. And now the catch. It's the dish that constellations love the most. Those who devour stories and are story fanatics. This is the true nature of the beings we call constellations. Death is like an ending to a story. Just as a slaughtered cow cannot be revived, dead people cannot come back to life. Because their story has ended. But I know there are exceptions. It's all lies. There are no exceptions. Can you swear on the sticks? Oh god, she's twitching. The Greek gods swear on the sticks when they make a vow. Even Zeus is not exempt from this rule. The soul you refer to is just a miserable pile of stories. This is why I will not eat. So, I'm still not understanding entirely. So, is the meat the human? Or does the meat just contain the story of the human? Like, did they cook the human? Or is it just metaphoric that the story is inside of the meat? And does it taste like chicken? Or does it taste like cow? Yes, and a pile of stories is what I want. Whoever looks back in the underworld is bound to regret it. You need to learn to cope with something that's already passed by. A metaphor, a representation of a person's story, I'm guessing. It's their story, soul. But yeah, it's not like literally human meat. It's not human meat. The meat is a human soul. The soul and Omniscient Reader viewpoint, a story about them. Yeah. Yeah, it's just not meat. It's not just meat. Yeah, you're right. So it's different things as well. So it's just that it's not human meat. It's like whatever meat they want it to be. And they don't necessarily eat it for the taste of the meat, but like for the story that they would consume. I think that's how I understand it. So she's going to keep denying it. My queen! My queen! Do you all agree? Time doesn't just move forward. I thought you'd know that. Whoosh. Look, I can feel a chill running all the way through my soul. How can she deny the existence of soul when I can feel it? This is fun. You really are a singularity, as the children of Olympus told me. Oh, look at her. She might look like Sang-a, but in a way, she looks like nothing like Sang-a. Like, this is Sang-a's body, technically. But if this is an entirely different character. Just from the visual expressions and how she's sitting there, it's completely different. Her smile has changed. I couldn't end up dying now if I make the slightest mistake. That's not all I know. I've seen the Titan soldiers that are being built in Tartarus. If you agreed to make a deal with me, I could have them built much. I'm not interested. It's true that Gigantomachia is important, but we'll have no problem completing the Titan soldiers in time. Damn it, I thought this would definitely work. But there's one thing I want. If you tell me how you know all of that. I can't do that. To be honest, I don't even think I can explain it properly. Just as I thought. Oh, it's censored. Constellation, prisoner of the Golden Headband, cannot believe what they are hearing. Constellation, demonic judge of fire, is surprised. Constellation, scribe of the heaven, criticizes the queen's indiscretion. Constellation, secret of plotter, begins to ponder. Why don't you be quiet since you're all guests here? What? What did I just hear? I think the better the story, the more delicious the food tastes. Okay. Did you just say? Oh, it's nothing. Oh, is it just being censored for us as the reader? So Doksha can hear it. But we, the reader, cannot hear it. Man, we're getting censored now. We're getting censored now. It's not just the Dokkaebi. It's not just the constellations who, so that the Dokkaebi make sure that they aren't getting spoiled. It's literally us. We're not getting spoiled. Although I can't pronounce it. What you just said was filtered to me. All information that is pertinent to an unknown scenario is filtered. But that doesn't apply to those who already have the information. What is going on? There's still information I don't know when I've read Twista in its entirety? But it doesn't seem like it was censored to the gods. And like, as he says, like, stuff for future scenarios is censored. But it wasn't censored to the gods. And the gods also don't know all about the future scenarios. Or do they? Or maybe it's... I'm sorry to say, but my hospitality ends here. The underworld has no reason to make a deal with you. We have other means of obtaining the information you have. I've been holding myself back, but you look rather appetizing. Oh my god, look at that booty! Oh my god. What about the consequences you'll have to deal with from harming an incarnation who is partaking in a scenario? Gosh, you really must not know what you're up against. Do you really think I wouldn't be able to handle the aftermath of breaking something like the rule of plausibility? And the constellations who are watching me won't let you do that as well. And what makes you think that the king of the underworld would fear such insignificant beings? Demoted from the Omniscient Reader to just a measly reader. Damn, Dogshaw. I think the story needs to change title. You're not the Omniscient Reader. You're just the... What is like the knowing reader? You're not omniscient. You're not all-knowing. You're just knowing. Constellation, prisoner of the Golden Headband, firmly grasps his staff in taunting motion. Constellation, demonic judge of fire, unsheaths their mighty sword of a cold gaze. Constellation, secret plotter, is egging everyone on excitedly. I see. So you want to taste the might of the underworld. Crap, I'm going to get caught in the middle if I don't do something. You said you liked stories. Then how about this for a deal? Persephone is something else, for real. Best girl? I wouldn't say best girl. She's a woman, that's for sure. But, the constellations know something that someone who read all of Twister doesn't know. Kinda crazy. Kinda crazy if you think about it. But it also makes me question if this story really is Twister. Is the story really Twister? Or is this perhaps a sequel? Is this perhaps the story of the Omniscient Reader? Constellation Secret Plotter is listening carefully to what you're about to say. If you help me, I'll show you the most entertaining story in the world. A story to make that steak you had look like junk food in comparison. Are you saying that you'll let me eat you? Maybe something changed besides him. Maybe. Questions. Well, with a palate like yours, I don't think you need another meal just yet. I am sure you're full right now too. So you're going to get what you want without even letting me sample the delicacy? I let you, but if you devour me now, you will live out the rest of your life in regret, in the realization that you might have had a chance to dine on an even finer delicacy if you had held back then. Held yourself back then. And how are you so sure about that? I can oppose the beings beyond the limits of time without a supporting constellation. I've defeated the returnees without the help of the gods of the other dimensions. And I've also stopped the catastrophes that descended upon our world. And all of this happened over just 5 scenarios. And even now, I'm here in the underworld as a living spirit, speaking to you. Are you sure you aren't interested in seeing what I might accomplish in the future? You sure have a way with words. Well, I don't see how this is a deal. Well, you can call it a courtship. What? Because I'm serious right now. I can create a story for you that's unlike any of the ones you know. A story to keep you on your toes at all times. I was wrong to think that I could strike a deal with a constellation. What constellation in their right mind would agree to something like that with a lowly incarnation? So the only choice I have is to bluff my way out of it. I don't know. A bluff that has a bit of sincerity at least. You men are all the same. Oh, and his courtship is to win over the father of the rich knight, not you. Oh, she's laughing maniacally. How amusing! I will give you labor to do. Oh my god, Domi Mami Sanga. Literally Domi Mami Sanga. You promised me an entertaining story. If you do just that, I will find you the soul you're here for. A new hidden scenario has been activated. Labor? Come to think of it, Hercules carried out the 12 labors. Your labor will be to bring me the severed head of a serpent. A serpent? Do you mean a serpent with many heads? The tier 2 monster Hydra? I'm not talking about Hydra. People will say that you're imitating what Hercules did if you do that. The serpent you must kill is elsewhere. But I cannot go too far since I'm in the middle of a scenario. Don't worry, you'll find a serpent at your destination. Is it the Midgard serpent? Jormungandr? So this is how she kept tabs on us. Is that the stage of the 6th scenario? Oh. Wait, what's that? Hey old man, chop down some trees and make shelters for us. You're good at that kind of thing, aren't you? I'm in real estate, not property development, you punk. Wait, Suyog is together with Pilsung? That's a pair I did not expect to be together. Uriel would love that. Dark Sang-a was rejected by Dogsha for a man. Dogsha not beating the allegations. Oh, man, come on. He just wants the more powerful person. That doesn't make him gay necessarily. I mean, it wouldn't be... I would take him as a gay man, but He does only want the Hades for his power. If the woman was the most powerful, Dogsha would take the woman. He just wants the person who... He's like power sexual. He wants the person with the most power. He just wants the most power. Pildu, not Pilsu. What's going on? But the 6 scenario couldn't have started yet. So, what do you say? It may be difficult, but anything less would not deserve to be called labor. I see. The serpent that Persephone wants is... I'll do it. Clear the table. These taste so bland. Persephone, why did you do that? Oh my, if it isn't my introvert darling husband. Hades is an introvert? Hades is an introvert? What? I asked you a question. But this is what you wanted, Hades. I never asked for this. You rarely show any interest in incarnations. But him, I thought you took a liking to him. Was I mistaken? What made you think that? Because you didn't kill him the moment he set foot in the underworld. You've always envied Zeus, who had Hercules. So I took the initiative to get you what you wanted. I must say, I was rather surprised. There are constellations out there with powers that surpassed mine. And to think that they're all chasing after a mere incarnation. The omen of the later days is imminent. Will the later days really come? Hades is not really a social person in Greek mythology. Power sexual, and I immediately thought of Hisoka. Well, yeah, Hisoka really is power sexual. Like, he really is attracted to that. Meanwhile, Dogsha is not necessarily attracted to power. He just thinks like power is useful. Probably. But you will remain by my side even when it does, right? Aw, look at them. What a sweet couple. I can't wait to see what story that child will show me. What a sweet, sweet couple they are. I would love to have them as my parents. The prince of the underworld. It could be you, could be me. Okay, is he leaving the underworld already? Follow that path. It's probably best you keep looking for what is ahead. What does that mean? In the legend of Orpheus, he was told to not look behind him on his way back to the living realm. It's dark. I guess I just need to keep walking forward. I wonder what happens if I look behind me. You are afraid of what may be behind you. Persephone? That poor child felt the same, but never forgets that you must know what lies behind in order to know what lies ahead. The judge told me something similar, but I have no idea what it means. Fine, I can't bring her to you since you are still near the entrance to the labyrinth that connects the different worlds. Mister? Is this... You sung at the 41st round? So my theory or my guess that she's going to getting revived, I already said that like when she was talking to Dogsha at the very end of their battle, was 100% correct. Now let's see how she's going to get revived. First, to think that Dogsha as the underworld think of Dogsha as the underworld champion, just like Hercules was Zeus. Yeah, Dogsha will be the... But there's also a difference that Hercules was like a half god, right? A demigod. He was the child of Zeus. Meanwhile, Dogsha will just be the champion of Hades, but not like a half child of Hades. Abandoned worlds. Ah. Time flows differently here, where different worlds connect. Many years might have already passed for you, son. Mister, can I call you that too? You're older than me now, are you sure? She must be affected by the memories of the young Yuson. Hover, hover. Tap. Whoosh. Was it tapping her just like kissing him? Did you just kiss him on the cheek? I'm sorry, I can't save you right now. Don't worry, my story it hasn't ended yet. You can't end it here. Not when you suffered for all those years. I won't let it... I've only gotten to know you through the memories I've had in this world. But why are you being so nice to me? You don't know anything about me. It feels strange. I definitely don't know you. But you make me feel understood when I'm with you. Almost as if I'm in the presence of a god. Save me. I will. There has to be a back for me to be able to face the front. I think I get what Persephone meant. This is what's behind me. And also what I should be heading towards. Could this be how Jungyok felt? He must continually travel back to the past. But it's the only way we can move forward. He can move forward. I've managed to bring her here temporarily with my powers. But you must hurry. There isn't much time if you wish to save her. Remember, is that the exit? People are the sum of their stories. And there's no telling how much story she'll have left in her when you find her again. Oh, there's the serpent hunting hidden scenario. Her serpent hunting, category hidden, difficulty S-. Clear condition, hunt down the target in the area where the 6th main scenario is held. The time limit until the end of the main scenario. Reward 80,000 coins to trust of Queen of the Darkest Spring. Penalty for failure, you will be banned from entering the underworld. Eh? If you will be banned from entering the underworld, does it only mean the underworld of Greek mythology? Can he still enter like Ragnarok, Heaven, and these other mythologies? Or is it like connected to every afterlife? Sorry I'm late. You never need to be apologized for being late, Beatrice. I'm happy to see you here. I hope you had a nice day, and it's only going to get nicer reading still a few more chapters of Omniscient Reader's viewpoint together. Queen of the Darkest Spring is a really cool title, by the way. I think it's a cool title. I don't know Persephone well enough to know why she is like connected to some sort of spring. Is she like connected to the river? Or why is she like connected to the Darkest Spring? What does that mean? Mister! Huh? I'm back. Queen of the Underworld has been completed. You have received 15,000 coins as a reward for completing the hidden scenario. The new Dokkaebi seems to have done its job right. Constellation God of Alcohol and Ecstasy congratulates on your safe return. Offers to make up with you. You have been gifted 7,942 coins. Gosh, she's quite annoying. 7,942? Is he still using beepers? Reference to how the numbers 7, 9, 4, and 2 sound like friends when read out in Korean. I know numbers in Korean, okay. If only Dionysus hadn't put me inside Tartarus, I wouldn't have been through all that. I almost ended up building robots with Namun for the rest of eternity. You have a new hidden scenario. Serpent hunting. The labor given to me by Persephone. As expected, it's in the form of a sub-scenario. Serpent hunting. I have a hunch as to what this serpent in the next scenario is going to be. You will be notified via the status screen when your target approaches. Are you okay, mister? Sanga told me to keep an eye on you. Where's Sanga? She was awake, but fell asleep only just now. Oh. She also told me to tell the others if you didn't wake up soon. Come to think of it, I asked her to look after things before I passed out. It must have been hard on her too, since she was hungover. Gosh, I'm so lousy. Why am I thinking of Persephone's rendition of Sanga? Damn. He wants Sanga to dress up like that. And Yusong is just like, oh no, she's worried about her mister. You're up. Oh, there they are. You two must have been training. Don't they get hangovers? They're so healthy. Yes, we should be prepared for what's to come. We need to get it going soon anyway. Go where? Everyone else already went off. Did something happen overnight? The notification for the 6th main scenario came in. Already? All survivors, please gather at Yongsan Station. Knowing that all of this is going all over the world, I would be really interested in learning how many people are still alive. Like, we have 8.1 billion people on Earth right now. When this story was going on, I don't know how many it were. But how many have died already? I would guess that at least 1 billion people have already died. I would guess that at least 1 billion people have died already. What do you think the next main scenario will be? Well, we do have the hints that it is connected to fighting against some sort of serpents. And they did talk about opening up the Dome of Soul, I think. So I don't know if it will be a war between humans, like from inside of the Soul Dome and the other domes, or if it will be just something of like bringing together. At first, he united Seoul under him with the throne thingy. Maybe now it's not just Seoul, but the entirety of Korea. I'm wondering, but like so far, it has been pretty unpredictable on what the scenarios might be. Like, I did not expect any sort of disasters or like returnees and all of that. Like, that was just very unpredictable. Persephone was the goddess of spring growth, the spring part of the title, before marrying Hades. Darkest queen part of the title comes from there. Okay. Spring growth. Okay. Abandoned world part 2. Well, the scenarios are only happening in each capital, not the entire world. Only in the capitals? Wait. So it really does mean that only the people that would so everybody else is just living their life normal? Like, because I don't live in the capital of Germany, I would not be a part of Twitter. So I would just be relaxing at my home. Hmm. Hmm. Only capitals have major Dokkaebi channels. It was mentioned before that if it only happens in the capitals where we meet the internet kids. I assumed it was also going on in other places, but apparently not. Because it just feels kind of weird. Why would it only be in the capitals? And yeah, 1 billion would be pretty big, considering that, like, even if it was like in the Tokyo Dome or in the, like, Seoul is one of the biggest capitals in the world. And Seoul is still below a 10 million population. Which means you would need not once, not like the entire destruction of one soul, not the entire destruction of like 2 souls, but like the entire destruction of not even 10. 10 is like you would need the entire destruction of 100 souls to reach 1 billion. The entire destruction of 100 souls. I mean, so far they are in the capitals. Yeah, if it's just so far, it obviously means that it would need to connect later. But if it's so far, I'm guessing yes, they might connect like the other parts as well later. But I feel like we're already in the 6th scenario. I guess there are many scenarios. They have like already talked about over 30 scenarios. So I guess there might be like a total of 50 scenarios or something. Maybe. Oh, is that the place? If you don't live in the capital, you would be doing the sub scenarios. Oh, as in only the capitals have the main scenarios. Oh, that's a new face. No, it's another. Is that a Japanese person? Oh, it is a new face. Okay. I think only main scenarios happen in capitals. That man is probably the famous Japanese incarnation Izumi. Since the Tokyo Dome has progressed further than we have, they would have started the 6th scenario before us. Damn Dokibi. They added it to look like some ad for a vacation spot. Korea is starting off under unfavorable conditions. A new main scenario has arrived. And we know nothing. Okay. Huh? Where's the difficulty? And a clear condition? What are we supposed to do? It's all just question marks. Apparently only a select few can take part in the upcoming scenario. You are... Mr. Dr. Kim. It's the first time we formally meet. This guy still creeps the heck out of me. Like, every time I see him, I'm like creeped out. Question scenario? No. Izumi. Ildo John, the neutral king. I hate him. Like, I don't know anything about him, but like, I just hate how he acts and looks. I'm Ildo John. Dr. Kim, your exploits have never ceased to impress me, both now and during the battle for the throne. You have no idea how much my supporting constellation talks about you. They keep nagging me on why I can't do as well as you do. Wait, who was the supporting constellation again? Personal skill character profile activated. Character summary settings have been changed. Ildo John, supporting constellation expert fence sitter. Attribute, health as intellectual, neutral king. Right. Who else but him? The name expert fence sitter makes it makes it sound as if he's some willy-nilly nobody. But it's actually a nickname for King Kwanghae of Joseon, who was famous for his neutral diplomacy tactics. Constellation expert fence sitter is expressing his fondness towards you. The constellation who calls for neutral diplomacy reveals his nickname. I want to know more about what you just said. What do you mean only a select few will be participating? Oh, so you didn't know? According to information disclosed by the low-grade Dokkaebi this morning, they'll be accepting volunteers to take part in the scenario. Volunteers? That's right. Not everyone needs to participate this time around. But he's neutral. Why not trust him? Because nobody is neutral in a world like this. Chris, I don't believe that anybody in this world can be neutral. There's no way. 0% chance. No way. No way anybody is neutral. In a world like this, everybody is at least on some side. To begin with, 100% neutrality is just impossible. Because you're at least on your own side, right? You want the best for yourself. That's right, not everyone needs to participate in this time around, and there aren't any penalties for not participating. It's unbelievable when you think about all the scenarios we've had until now. Nothing changed from what I know, thankfully, and that's where the volunteers will be headed, I presume. So they say. What? We don't all have to go? Incarnations react in one of the following 3 ways during a scenario like this. The first group of people are those who tactfully backed out of the situation. Gosh, I'm relieved. I was kinda freaked out by the size of that thing. It was huge. These are the types who don't belong to a group, and are relieved to learn that they have a free pass through the scenario. They'll eventually meet a horrible end as a prize for not participating in the scenario. The second group are the type of people who have gotten somewhat used to the scenarios. These people will watch the live video feed and prepare themselves for what's to come. They will be able to survive for now. And the third and last group of people are... Mr. John, where are you? Gosh, look at the time. You should get going. I'm fine. No, I can't go alone. That would be pointless. What? What do you mean? Mr. Dr. Kim, I'm actually here to take you with me. Me? The world without a king. The king who remains in that world you created. The third group of people are waiting for you to visit them. The king? The kings! The kings who remain in the world that you created. Yeah, are those who exploit others for their survival. Look at him, he's completely neutral, and he's not just exploiting others. My favorite scenario so far. Look at this. You cannot tell me that this is the most well-described scenario we've had so far. Like, literally, we know everything. We already know how everything is going to turn out just by reading the description. It's the perfectly written scenario. All the rules make sense. The description makes so much sense. Yes, Beatrice. So much detail. So detailed. I mean, he has a great smile. Chris? No. That is not a great smile. That is a smile of somebody who's trying to pull one over you. Somebody who wants to sell you something. More. I'm sorry, but only kings are allowed beyond this point. Just scream if anything happens, okay? The area under the influence is under the influence of a sound wave blocking skill. Wow, they even blocked out all the sounds. So it will be better for our group to go. Korea's already a step late. Do you think you'll be able to handle them when they have an advantage? But I make smiles like that too. Oh no. Oh no. I see, Chris. I see. I see how it is. But things will be different if we were to go. And I am not bad. If I were there, I'd... The last king is here. I don't remember who this guy is. The king of beauty, Juan Min. The Maitreya king, Sang Yong Cha. The neutral king, Ildo John. The king of the wanderers. And the last king is National Assemblyman. Oh my god. And who are you? Dr. Kim. That's strange. I don't know this guy. Oh, you must be... I'm the president of Yuido Hyunyo Yu. The president of Yoido? But the president is dead already. What's he on about? Mr. Yu isn't the king, but he's here for now until he leads a faction of his own. That king nonsense again. Do you still think we're in the Joseon era or something? We are living in a liberal democratic society. Please come to your senses. This guy is already annoying me. This is the king stuff. It's not nonsense, you freaking idiot. It's just a rule in the system. It's a title. It's an ability that you get. It literally gives you an ability. It's not nonsense. But where's faking? Corrupt politician. Yeah, that's who you are. Master manipulator of national intelligence. Okay. Oh, now I remember. The politician who cleared the first scenario at the National Assembly and survived. Constellation Bald Army General dislikes Yono Yu. What usually happens is that the entire Yoido area gets wiped out once the monsters appear. But I guess he was lucky this time. Who was the master manipulator of national intelligence again? Everyone hates him so much. Naval Warfare God is upset with the corrupt Joseon politician. And Miss Soo-kyung Lee here has also joined us due to similar reasons. I don't know if you heard, but she's known as the King of the Wanderers. Enough with the introductions. I would like to know why you wanted me here. Skill, collect bribes. Oh man, look at the guy. He's very good at collecting bribes. He is very good at corrupt power. He's very good at... Military command is quite surprising. Control the masses, however, makes sense. We are thinking about voting on which among us will participate in the 6th scenario. Everyone here has amassed a sizable following within the Soul. You should consider it an honor that we invited you here despite your faction size because of how much you've contributed in completing the past scenarios. Oh, is that so? I haven't even seen him around during the scenarios. And let me tell you again, it's about time we stop with this barbarism. We may have temporarily resorted to acting like uncultured cavemen and fought amongst ourselves, but we are, by principle, law-abiding citizens who adhere to the rules of society. So isn't it right that we choose who will participate in the next scenario through a democratic means? Most of what he said was nonsense, but he makes himself sound rather credible with his choice of words. And what exactly are you referring to when you say democratic means? As I've proposed earlier, the number of people sent in by each group should be proportional to how big the group is. Then the group in Yoido has the most amount of people, don't they? I don't see how that's fair at all. Mr. John, you disappoint me. Aren't we all Koreans here? The number of people we get to send in isn't what's important here. We'll be up against foreign forces during this scenario, so it won't matter which group we are from. So I'm kinda right with saying, like, it's not like all of Korea, like they're now starting to get into the bigger picture. It's not just like Seoul anymore, it's like Korea or like the different parts of the world now colliding with each other. Like fighting against other humans. Are we going to bicker amongst ourselves when the enemy is right in front of us? Just as you said, if it's not that important, I don't see why you would want to send more people in. So what I meant was that we should just do things democratically. Is it all we're here to talk about? I don't know what the big fuss is. Why not just send in whoever's willing to go? We're going to do that, but things have changed. What do you mean? There's a limit on how many people can participate. A limit? The other kings have all received the news from their Dokkaebi. I guess you haven't gotten it yet. The number of participants allocated per Soul Dome is 10. Additional participants will be allowed depending on each of the incarnations' progress in the scenario. I see. So that's what they were fighting about. Unlike the other incarnations who were afraid of the mains of the scenario, the kings understood the importance of getting a head start. They believed that the more of their own they can get to participate early on, the better chance they have to control the scenario. In other words, this is a meeting of kings held to fight over the ruling throne. We will go. I've heard that there were many Japanese people in the scenario. It's only right for me as the descendant of the kingdom of Silla to lead the way. Nonsense. It should be me, Baekje, that leads the way. We've had many cultural exchanges with Japan. That may be true, but your supporting constellation is from the later, Baekje. What are you all saying? It should be me who leads the way. Your supporting constellations are like fossils. How are we... Hold on, everyone. Calm down. Fossils? How dare you? Come now. What's up with her? Why is she looking at me like that? Is she testing me to see if I can resolve the situation? By the way, 123, 124 might be a better stopping point than 125. But see what you think when you get there. Okay. Wobble wobble. There's no use ourselves. Don't you know? The last king hasn't arrived yet. Is it Jungyok? The problem is, there's still 2 kings missing. Like, Jungyok is a king, right? What was his title? The Ultimate King? But then 2 kings are missing. Jungyok is missing and Sooyoung is missing. That makes 2, not 1. What's going on? The Supreme King. Okay, not ultimate, but the Supreme. Nom nom nom. You're here. I will now announce the people who will be participating in an upcoming scenario. If you have any objections, let's hear it. Move it. Take your foot off me. Who the hell are you to just burst in and... Security! Security! Where are the guards? Ah! I guess there aren't any. Then I'll tell you who will be in the scenario. Sooyoung's already in the scenario. Oh yeah, we saw her together with Pildu. To be honest, Lachi and everyone else, when Persephone showed Dokja the image of Sooyoung and Pildu in the scenario, I thought that it was like what is it called? Precognition? For like, I call it foreshadowing. Like, she showed him a vision, something that will happen in the future. That sometime in the future, Sooyoung and Pildu will be running around together in this next scenario. But I guess it's already happening, and it's not like a future vision. Why are you so calm? I'm sorry, but I'm not in the same boat as you, because Jungyuk has acknowledged me as his ally. Although he keeps threatening me, saying that the contract period is over, he has pretty much admitted that he needs me. The first member will be, of course, me. Well, it's obvious, isn't it? Why wouldn't he be on the list that he made himself? Yeah. Second, GJ Lee. Not surprising, I thought it'd be me. It's kind of annoying. Well, I wasn't a member of his original group after all. The others might be upset if I get called before they do. He may seem cold, but he actually cares for people he considers his own. I guess you, man. Third, Solwa Lee. There's still 7 spots left. There's still a chance for us. Those 3 are the only ones in the Supreme King's group. He'll have to choose people from outside the group for the remaining spots. We're the strongest of all the remaining people after all. He's just like, oh yeah, at first, I take my student. Second, I take my girlfriend. Third, I take my boyfriend. No, fourth. If fourth is Dokja, yeah, it's his boyfriend. But I have a feeling that Dokja will either get picked last because Junyok wants to mess with him, or he's not going to get picked here. Gosh, I can read them all like a book. But too bad, next up will be me. The 4th member is Hyunsung Lee. What? Do you mean me? 5th, Huiwon Jong. Me? The 6th is Gileong Lee. Huh? What? Oh, look at him protecting her! Big brother, big brother, big brother. And, right, it's finally my turn. You've saved the best for last, right? No wonder he's the main character. He knows how to run a show. You all can decide the rest. Best big brother. Yeah, big brother. What is that? What? Is that it? Really? Look at Ji laughing, by the way. Ji is enjoying this. What about me? Dokja, you are not important. Weren't you two friends? That's what I thought too. Translation: Demonic Jet of Fire is smiling contently. Mister, didn't you talk to Master last night? I thought you'd definitely be on a list. What do you mean? Master said he was going to see you last night. Around what time? Around 1 or 2 a.m. Were you sleeping? That must have been right before I visited the underworld. What was I doing? I was awake then, but Junyok didn't come. Wait, before I visited the underworld? Then I was drinking with Sangha and... Did Junyok see that? Did Junyok see that? Is our boy like, oh, I cannot take him with me. He now has a girlfriend, so he cannot take him with me. Your boyfriend is pissed that you cheated on him. Looking so cocky, munching on his biscuit just to get picked. He's jelly. Either he's jelly, like you guys are like jokingly saying, but I could also see the idea of him thinking like, Junyok knows what it feels like to have somebody you love and to be separated from somebody you love, seeing how your loved ones die. So maybe he gives it up to Dokja to go by himself if he wants to not get separated, because he thinks that he loves Sangha and that they are like in a relationship or something. So he doesn't want to separate them, to make sure that Dokja can keep Sangha safe as well. I don't know if that makes any sense to what I just said, but I feel like that could also be like a Junyok thing to do. Constellation God of Alcohol and Ecstasy smiles mischievously. No way. Constellation Demonic Judge of Fire is smiling contently. You have been gifted 500 coins. True, he didn't pick Sangha either. Yeah, and Sangha, he has personally trained Sangha, right? And he knows how powerful she is and that she's connected to the Olympus. So if he was really picking the strongest, Sangha should have also been there. I think it's both. It could be a combination. The answer is probably always a mix of everything that we're thinking. Did he see that? So, you kissed Sangha? No, that's not what I said. Were you even listening to me? Are you sure it was because of Dionysus? Maybe you pretended to be drunk. It was because of Dionysus and nothing happened between the two of us, okay? She doesn't believe me at all. Some would say Huiwon is also acting jealous here, but I think Huiwon just looks at the guy and is like, what did you do? He don't pick her because he's angry at her for seducing his boyfriend. Maybe that's what Junyok saw, so he left you out as a courtesy? But he's not the type of person who would do that. And even if Junyok had seen you two kiss, I don't see why he'd be offended by that. We didn't kiss. Constellation Demonic Jet of Fire says that it's a camaraderie. That is camaraderie. Yeah. Obviously, we know that Uriel is Fujoshi, so she's shipping Dogja and Junghyuk. But when she thinks that it's out of camaraderie, that means that that she wants Dogja to yeah, whatever. Camaraderie? Is that what your support Constellation said? Camaraderie? What's that supposed to mean? Camaraderie? If that's the case, I think I understand. Come to think of it, I'd be offended too if I caught you doing something like that. I'm just... camaraderie basically means yaoi in Korean, I think. Oh! Oh, okay. That's the pun that I'm missing here. That's the pun I'm missing. And everybody's reaction to Hyunsung saying that is like peak. Peak. Can I save this? Eh. Give me a second. Okay, let me test something. Can you send it's one of the two meaning words, right? Korean have a lot of those. Not sure, I just heard other people mention it. Okay. Let me see. Can you spoiler mark stickers? I don't think you can spoiler mark stickers. So I cannot send that on the Haku server because that would be... Lachi, you are on that server. Would you consider this a spoiler if I use this this sticker? Shit, mate. Maybe because Yusong is here. Shit, I'm late. Lewis, welcome, Lewis. You still have a couple of chapters here with us, so it's no biggie. Don't think she's been introduced yet. Oh yeah, it might be he's a bit before. He's like at the disaster of question thing, a bit like during a battle, after a battle right now. It's been a while, Lewis. I hope all of your exams and everything went well. We are at the beginning of the 6th scenario now. The 6th scenario. You still got the best part of the stream to come, don't worry. Damn, that's some biggie words. I'm going to continue reading in a second here. I'm just trying to test something out that I need to know. Okay, it's over there. I need to go in my download folder. Does it look the same? Even if I pull it bigger, I feel like it looks the same. Yeah, they look the same. Okay, it doesn't matter that I pulled the second sticker bigger. That means I can delete one of them. It still works. It's a bit small, sadly. I don't know how some Discord servers have like these very big well, I guess because they're like more square, those stickers, and this is like a rectangle sticker, so it's not filling out the full sticker sphere. I'm probably just gonna come back for the boss later, since I'm pretty exhausted. Have fun reading the rest of the stream. Thank you, and you take a good rest, because if you're exhausted, it's always better to take a rest than to force yourself to do something. We all need our sleep. We all need our sleep. Prophet smiles knowing the future. Damn you, Constellations. Constellation Demonic Jet of Fire is excited to hear such an unexpected statement. Why would you be upset, Johnson? I put my life on the line in every scenario I take part in. Both me as well as Mr. Jungyok are training each morning in order to survive an upcoming scenario. We repeatedly train ourselves rigorously day after day, so that we may be able to protect our comrades in battle. What? And if a comrade of mine, who should have my back, was doing something like that because he was overcome by lust, how could I not be upset? And if someone who went to an all-boys middle school and high school saw that... Who are you talking about right now? Well, I'm just saying that anyone would feel betrayed. He never got girls. He got no bitches, you could say. No bitches? No bitches? Poor guy. From what I've seen so far, Mr. Jungyong was a man of self-restraint, and has always been very militaristic in every sense of the word, despite of not being in military. It would be natural for someone like him to react strongly to something that could disrupt the line of command. He must have felt his camaraderie falling apart. Well, I guess this does make sense. Could he be right? Constellation Demonic Jet of Fire not in agreement. How pathetic. You've been chasing tail all this time? Anyone who has such a lustful desires will be removed from the team, as they are prone to cause trouble. Damn it, he did say something along those lines in the third round. I wouldn't feel so bad if I had actually kissed her. It's too late to tell them it's all a misunderstanding. Mr. Dr. Kim, we're thinking of choosing the remaining participants. We have 4 remaining since the Supreme King decided to take 6 people with him. We'll have to pick 4 from the people here. Since there are only 4 of us left, we should... How about we battle it out between us? Battle it out? But not to the death, I hope. That would be stupid. Oh, the Maitreya King is already knocked out. King of Beauty knocked out. He gave up because he's... whatever. Well, I just stay back. Someone needs to be here to rule over the people. No way. I thought it was just the Supreme King who had to look out for... How did you get so strong? Didn't you see how he one-shotted Jungyok? You all saw how he one-shotted him. The 10 who have just been selected are only starting members, so be on standby. The second batch should be sent in soon. We should have done this to begin with. It is what it is. Now that we've earned your 4 spots, who are you sending in? Well, me of course. And that child. And the remaining 2... It's not me, is it? No, it isn't you, G1. Fine. You go ahead, I have some business to take care of. Wait, oh yeah, Gilyoung already got appointed. Natural King Smile 1, Emo. Neutral King Smile 1. No. Neutral King can go bust a nut, I don't care. Bust a nut is the wrong expression. Bust a nut 100% is the wrong expression. What? Did somebody just hack my alt account while I'm streaming? Like, I have an alt account that I message to myself so that I can have different things. That's also where I have noted down the things of how many chapters I want to read every week. And suddenly it said like 32 messages from my alt account. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm live. I'm reading. How can I get 32 messages from my alt account? Let's find some place where we can lay Miss Sangha down. Look at how he's looking. Oh, he's wants to talk with the King of the Wanderers. He must have made many friends. Long time no see. Mother? Oh, he's actually calling her out. A long time? We saw each other last time. I just passed you by then. Still the same. She only looks as if she's in her late 30s. People used to ask me if she was my cousin when I was younger. I thought of just ignoring her and moving on. But I need her to help to complete the upcoming scenario. When did you get out of prison? A while ago. Were you in Seoul? I was just visiting to see someone. Right, so that's how you got trapped in the Seoul Dome. That's right. If you are released, then why are you wearing a prisoner's uniform? Well, because I wanted to make up for what I did. Make up? You? All human beings are prisoners. They all live in cells of their own. Just as arrogant as ever. She really hasn't changed at all. Shouldn't you thank me at least? Things would have been difficult without me. Well, she's right. She led her people and defeated the catastrophe of the North. Even though it was weak, it was still a catastrophe. You don't even seem pleased to see me when it's been so long. Do you really want something like that? A little? Personal skill lie detection level 1 has been activated. That statement just now was confirmed to be a lie. Huh. This is ridiculous. I knew she was lying, but I just had to check. You've managed to survive all that's happened so far. I'm impressed. It's all thanks to the stories you've told me. Just as I thought. You're probably the only kid in the world who told his imprisoned mother about some book he's read. Because there was nothing else to talk about. That book was my everything. I still find it sweet that, like, he still talked about something. I guess because he was just a teenager, he was forced to visit his mom and everything. But it's still sweet to see, like, that he did some stuff there and here and there. I know their connection and their relationship is not that great, but it's still sweet to see, like, some interactions. And I'm wondering how everything is turned out, what horrible thing his mother did and all that. Abandoned World, Part 6. That book was my everything. If it wasn't for Twissa, if the author hadn't serialized that story, I wouldn't be standing here right now. It's just third-rate garbage. It's all thanks to that third-rate garbage novel that you were able to survive, wasn't it? I wonder how much of that is being censored. Is watching with great interest. Constellation Secret Plotter is watching you with mysterious eyes. Which attribute did you get? It's watching you with pity. I'm guessing it might have to do something with the stories I've told you. Why should I tell you? If you still think of me as your child. Doubt you even think of me as your mom. A little. Character Sookyung Lee has used lie detection. Oh, this is a point where I have to say as well, those names are getting a tiny bit too similar for me. Sookyung, Soo-young, Yu-sung. Like, you're not telling me that you're going to mix them up. Damn it, she even has that skill already. She really must be my mom. Do you still blame me? I'm not here to talk about that. I can't tell if she's acting or if she's sincere. I wonder what she did. Did she kill his dad? Your father was a bad man, okay. I know. But still, that doesn't mean you could do what you did to him. Sometimes you have to make some sacrifices for a better life. That's just nonsense. When you murder someone, you have to pay the price for your actions. Okay, yeah. I see all that reading has made you quite an eloquent speaker. To me, my life seemed even more unreal than that novel. All because of you. You know why I came to see you, right? Well, we can both take lies, so let's just cut the act. Do you know the old lady with the inmate number 406? Lend her to me. You might be better off taking that incarnation who has Junuchi as their supporting constellation. But Junuchi is one of your closest allies, and that old lady will be of more help to me. Right, I can see why, seeing what we're up against. But how do you know what supporting constellation inmate 406 has? I can't tell you. You must have a skill that lets you find out someone's supporting constellation. Damn it, I really should watch what I say in front of her. Are you going to lend her to me or not? I will, but why don't you introduce me to your friends next time? Damn it, she got me. Bringing out the worst in people is what she does best. Dokja, it's about time you face reality. Even if all of this fiction became a reality, you should never believe them to be real. The fourth wall is shaking violently. Just a few words from her and my whole world is shaking violently. What does she even mean by that? Even if all of this fiction became a reality, you should never believe them to be real. I don't understand what she means with that sentence. She's the person who reminds me the most of the reality that I hate so much. Do you understand? Sigma's self-justification is activated. I hate her. I hate that she's trying to be my mom all of a sudden. When too much time has passed to turn things back to the way they were. The fourth wall is beginning to shake less. You're right. I take fiction to be reality. Why? Because that's just the way I've lived all these years. It might seem pathetic to you, but know this. At least I don't sell off reality to be fiction like you. Like you did. She means Dokja's a little too obsessed with Tusa. But isn't that just stupid to say? Like, his obsession with Tusa is like the main reason that this entire world is like working out as it does. Like, his obsession is saving lives. His obsession saved her life. So why is she saying he's too obsessed? It's a good thing that he's obsessed with the story. Oh, there's Saga. Flip. Flinch. Oh, sorry. It's just that you were talking so long. How's your hangover? I'm fine. I heard you carried me back here. I'm sorry, I've been nothing but a nuisance again. It's fine, you were only trying to look after me. Did you hear everything? Not. Damn it, wasn't there a sound wave blocking skill in place? Did Jungkook break it on his way in? You must have found it rather strange. Why a mother and a son would talk like that to each other. No, not at all. Do you want to know why? If it's okay with you? My mother killed my father. He will get himself in danger for he will get himself in danger for characters in the book. Yes, but it's only if you believe them to be characters in the book. That's like the big question that we have like in this conversation all the time, right? Because we're still not sure how much of this is fiction, how much of this is now reality. If these people die, you have built connections with them, like literally Dokja has become friends with all of these people. So how much of this is still fiction to him? This is the new reality. Even if it was fiction in the past, it still is like a new reality. He knows that it is reality because he is not the only one from the real world that got in there. Sanga is there, his mother is there, other characters from the real world also went there. So this is not just fiction anymore. This is something much bigger. And served time in prison for it. It may sound a little harsh, but my father was someone who deserved that. Domestic violence, gambling, debts. He beat us every day while he was alive. And one day my mom mustered up the courage and ended up doing something about it. I thought rumors had gotten around at work already. I guess you didn't hear. She might be even more confused now as to why I hate my mother when she did what she did to end our suffering. It puzzles you, doesn't it? Maybe she's just twisted. Most likely. No, not at all. I may not be able to understand you fully, but you think I should forgive her for what she did, right? Do you know a book called A Murderer's Notes from the Underground? I think I heard it. It was a bestseller, wasn't it? A change in topic. It was an essay a woman wrote while she was in prison for killing her husband who abused her. It was critically acclaimed. She's like, yes, not this downplay, not this incredibly down like negative topic, something else. And no, it was in fact not a change in topic. Yep, you're right, Beatrice. The critics called it Korea's very own Notes from the Underground. It's been way overrated, of course. That's right. It was my mom who wrote it. Oh, so wait, does his mom also say like that Tusa is a third-rate novel because she like wrote a bestseller herself, and Tusa is like only read by Dokja, so her novel is way better than Tusa? Is she just like I guess Dokja also called her arrogant, so it makes sense. Nah, Twister was actually a very bad novel. I don't know about that. It was my mom who wrote it. Let me close my window real quick. What the freaking hell? It's literally 9 p.m. over here. It's literally 9 p.m. and it's still bright outside. For some reason, I thought it would already be really dark. Just trauma dump your girlfriend, lol. You're not yet even girlfriend. But Dokja, you like Twisa. Something's wrong with your taste. Dokja is a very special kind of reader. I can still remember how our house was flooded with reporters. Everyone kept asking if her essays were based on a true story. I even remembered everything my classmates said. How my mom sold off her past as a murderer to make money. Even my relatives asked me how my mom could allow herself to be seen in the papers like that when she's a murderer. Dokja, things were a little difficult because of that. No, maybe more so than just a little. I can stand being the son of a murderer. But having that story sold off for money is a different story. To think my life was being exchanged for money by someone else. It's a completely different story. The constellations didn't give me any coins then. But more than ever before, I can feel that the constellations are looking at me right now. This too must just be another story to them. Do you still think I should forgive my mother? Maybe this is the vilest form of violence I can use against Sangha, who was raised in a happy home. Do you know that she was raised in a happy home? By the way, can we talk fashion really quick here? What is the reason for this small window on Sangha's chest? It's just fashion, right? There's no reason for that to exist. It's just there to show a tiny bit of skin. He just assumed, yeah. I'm sorry, I was just joking. What? It was all a lie. I got you so good, didn't I? Come on, how can something so dramatic happen in real life? My mom and I are just like all the other regular families. And my dad was an accident and my dad wasn't an accident when I was little. Aww, holding hands. I love the parallels between the constellations and the reporters in Dokja's life. All the reporters were swarming in, looking at him, asking about everything, and all the constellations are now looking at him as well as he's telling the story. Could be so the shirt doesn't get sweaty. Oh, look at her. The fourth wall is shaking lightly. Dokja! Aww. There literally is some romance progression. Also, there's a cat tail like in this toll that serves no purpose. Sometimes the cattail is there, sometimes it's not. Like right now, there's no cattail. So they have feelings for each other, obviously. Dokja we already knew, and Sangha is also like developing feelings now, or already had feelings, but it's now started to show them. Yeah. What? Did you two kiss again? Kiss? Look at Sangha blushing. You must have. Quit it. Nothing happened between us. Sure thing. Whatever. Some strange old lady came looking for you. Did you ask for her? Now, what would you want from an useless old hag like me? Ah, and you must be Dr. Kim, young man. I've heard a lot about you from Sookyong. Nice to meet you. That's not the kind of old lady I expected, but catgirls have a purpose. I think Sangha likes Dogja before the scenario happened. I think she had some form of feelings, but I think the scenarios and everything further deepened and strengthened those feelings. Excuse me, coming through. So you've come. Yeah, you're not so happy to see me, are you? You don't have to participate in this one. It seems you have a woman you love. So it is like that. Okay, yeah. Huh? What? Things will only get harder. Wait, did he leave me out because he was looking out for me? Junghyuk, of all people? This could be your last scenario. Come to think of it, Junghyuk of the current round is the same Junghyuk who lost Solwa in the previous round. It's not like that. This isn't a time for love. Then you won't mind dying? Come on, do you have to be so harsh? You're hurting my feelings. Don't forget, I haven't paid you back yet for the beating I took. Oh, right. I had almost forgotten about it. Thanks for reminding me, jerk. Do you want me dead or do you want me alive? Now, I'll go over some things you should be aware of this, for the scenario. So you picked Sangha, Sooyoung, and Sangha, Yusong, and Granny. You can only enter the War Crystal in pairs. For that reason, we will move in pairs in the scenario. Me and Yusong will be Group 1. Huiwon and Hyunsung will be Group 2. Sangha and the Old Prisoner Lady will be Group 3. And since Gilyoung is the odd one out, Jija from Junghyuk's group will be partnering up with him. Look how he's standing there, he's literally all confident. Ha! It's me! And Junghyuk, that jerk, will... I'm sure he has something figured out. You might feel a little nauseous after entering the crystal, but don't be flustered. The scenario screen will pop up as soon as you arrive on the other side. What's important is that when the scenario pops up... Hold on! I'm sorry, but I have an emergency announcement. What? At Dokebi? I almost forgot to tell you, but the initial number of people allowed in from the Soul Dome will be 8 and not 10. What is he saying? Well, but we already have our starting members sorted out. Damn it, the Dokebi's name was Yongi, wasn't it? There was a dimensional rift during the 5th scenario, which caused some contestants to enter the 6th scenario prematurely. There are people in there already? Yes, so 2 people from the Soul Dome are already in the scenario. Wait, come to think of it. Seung and Pildu were already in the scenario. On the screen, Persephone showed me in the underworld. Although they were let in due to an error in this scenario, we can't help but reduce the number of participants to keep things fair. What? That's nonsense! What do we do, Doksha? So who's going to stay out? Sangha and the old lady? Doksha and Yusong? Who's going to stay out for now? Yongi is bad at his job. Well, technically, why did a dimensional rift occur? Did the dimensional rift occur because Doksha went to the underworld? Or what was the reason for the dimensional rift? What does that exactly entail? And Yongi just... He could be said to be bad at his job because he took so long to tell the news to other people. By the way, I don't see 123 as a stopping point for now. So let's see how 124 is feeling. And if 124 doesn't feel like a stopping point either, we go to 125 and stop there. For reasons. Who knows why. Protection symbol of the Immunta. Protection symbol of the Parasites. Protection symbol of the Embargo. Insert the 5 protection symbols. And... protection symbol we've obtained after the defeat the catastrophe of the water and the catastrophe of ice. You have proven your word. The War Crystal has been activated. The main scenario has been updated. Main scenario, abandoned world has begun. Wait, are they going to Kronos? Are they going over to Kronos and like representatives of our world are fighting against each other to see who is going to be the new ruler of Kronos or something? I'll sit this one out. I mean, that only means you're going to come down later. I like the booby build, by the way. Let's call it the BB, the booby build. Me too. You said there's a second part anyway, right? You seem a little out of it, so I'm a little bored. But I'm sure you'll do fine. Out of it? And the scary man also seems to be on our side this time. I won't have anything to worry about leaving Huiwon and Sangha behind. Even when they hold a contest again to see who will enter the scenario, those two will have no problem making it in. Who I need to take now is this old lady. So are you going with me, young man? I forgot to tell you before, but please tell the King of Wanderers to watch out for Ildu John. You may already know though. Don't die. Yes. How about you getting going now? You're driving me crazy over here. Oh, she's like teasing them, like a bigger sister. Like a bigger sister is teaching her younger brother and his first girlfriend. I wonder what the granny is capable of doing. Like, she's powerful, we know that already, but I wonder what she really is capable of. We got the cap duo. No cap. Aww. They can hold hands without anyone looking weird. Main scenario, abandoned world has begun. Oh, Deja is back. Give me a second. Old person power, the mightiest power in webtoons and manga and manhwa and manhwa, yeah. Are you alright? We're surrounded by trees. Looks like we got dropped off in the middle of a forest. Yusung? Tier 7 monster Steel Wolves appeared. Steel Wolves. Huh? Huh? Look at how they're not worried. She looks really cute here. This is a really cute one. I might take this. Do I like the Dogsha one more or her more? I like her stare more than Dogsha's. I do like her stare more than Dogsha's, yeah. Let me see how this one looks. Yusung's there. That one looks nice. Perfect. I could cut away the black parts, I guess. Maybe I'll do that. Huh? They seem a little small, mister. Yeah, he looks so tired of everything, right? What? They won't give us any coins? That event is over now. Not even any items? They don't even have a nucleus. It's because we outleveled them by far. I mean, really tier 7 monsters? They felt like somewhere around tier 9. They also felt a little too small. Hop. Looks like it's not all a forest. Let's head out first, that way. The scenario screen only has the title and the rest of the details are still question marks. You have not yet fulfilled the prerequisite for activating the scenario. Mister, there they are, just as expected. Everyone, get your skills ready. Get ready to charge. Get them! So they really did get isekai'd. Wait. Are they now becoming the next disasters? Like, did all of them get sent to Kronos or to a different world, and these versions of them destroying this world are going to become disasters for people in different worlds? I'm talking things. I'm talking about things, guys. Yes, you get it. That's a pretty interesting thing again. You're cooking. I'm cooking. I'm cooking with gas. Gas, gas, gas. Ui, ui, ui. Do you want to see my victory dance? Ui, ui, ui. I can show it to you again. Ui, ui, ui. Does anyone know that meme? Maybe I'm too zoomer. We're going for 125. This is the last chapter of the day. This will be the last chapter of the day. 125. Let me mark off already how many chapters I read today, so that I'm keeping track of everything. We're on pace with my schedule. We're on pace with the schedule, yep. Okay. Last chapter of the day. Here we go. Abandoned World, Part 9. The next arc is a long one. And despite knowing that, the next stream will be shorter. The next stream will be 126 to 134. I think the next 2-week streams are a bit shorter in comparison. But then on the 10th of June, we will have a bit of a longer stream. Same for, I guess all the streams from like next week and the week after that are going to be a bit shorter. But from 3 weeks on until I catch up are probably going to be quite long streams. Because I'm getting closer to catching up. I'm already at chapter 125. That's a lot. The people here are so small. Oh my god, did they play with our perspectives? Like, we thought they were all really, really big. Or like this guy is very far away from them, right? That's how we all thought it. Like, oh, they're charging at them and they're jumping up there and they're super like far away or something. But no, this guy is really this close to them. He's just tiny. Little people army. They must be the residents of this world. Please don't tell me that we have to fight them. They're too small. You have encountered the residents of other worlds. Check the content of the scenario. Catastrophes have appeared over on that side too. Ah! Retreat, everyone! All units retreat! Is that one of the Japanese? One of the Chinese? I guess Japanese. So, all the humans that are now getting transferred are catastrophes for this world. It's not Kronos, though. Help! Or is it Kronos? I don't think it's Kronos. Ah! This scenario is a joke. Maruyama, wait! You shouldn't kill them. Did you forget what Izumi told us? Are you still going on about Izumi when it's been that long since we lost contact with them? Michio? Look at the weep! He's a weeb! He's us! That's Japanese Dogja! Kronos is already destroyed. But we could... Time travel stuff already is happening here in the story, right, Beatrice? So it wouldn't be unthinkable for us to also go to Kronos with these people. But yeah, it's a different world. You know what the scenario is? This isn't the time to think about the morality of our actions. Do not forget what has become of us. Mister, what is the scenario supposed to be? What do we have to do? I actually knew all this time why Juyok didn't want to bring Yusong. If you think about it, he's probably more humane than I am. The Starstream doesn't host its scenarios on just Earth. Okay, so basically these guys are also playing through the scenarios. They're also all incarnations, or maybe some of them are incarnations. And this time, they are the disasters. Okay. Many constellations are starved for blood and violence. Many constellations are egging you on to make a decision. Activating the main scenario. Abandoned world. Drive the ruling species of planet Peaceland of the 9781st planetary system to extinction. Peaceland. But they don't seem that strong. I guess if they also are like in scenarios here, and they have like a surviving scenario of like surviving for 40 days or defeating all the invaders, they also have constellation backing them. So they also could be powerful even though they are little. 200,000 coins, huh? In the sixth scenario, we are no longer tasked with stopping the catastrophe. Here we... Have mercy on us, great catastrophe. Please, I beg you. You have become the catastrophe for the planet Peaceland. Peaceland is also such a name. Like, these guys are probably not meant to go to war. They're meant to go to peace. Must become the catastrophe that destroys the world. Carry out your mission as the catastrophe. The countries currently participating in the scenario are Japan and Korea. Poor little guys. They created the scenario too, right? Driving a species to extinction is crazy. Especially in 40 days. Like, even if all of our people are like maniacs who wanted to do the scenario, like go in and actually just murder everyone, murder hobo style, an entire species in 40 days? The mid-grade Dokebi. Ganu. Is that a female Dokebi? Why does she look female? Why do they look female? A bit not ambidextrous. What is the word I'm looking for, people? It's not ambidextrous. Ambidextrous means to be able to use both hands for writing and other things. But I'm not thinking about ambidextrous. I mean the thing where you look both female and male, like a bit, like you have both, can be both genders, like visually. It's what is the word? My goodness. The third team to arrive from the Japan Dome is going all out from the start. I hope you'll be able to earn many coins here in Peaceland. Androgynous. Yes. That's what I was looking for. I hope you'll be able to earn many coins here in Peaceland. This is way too easy. It's just like the people ahead of us told us it would be. Maruyama, whose side will you take? Of course I'll go with the leader. Weren't you going to do the same, Amano? The leader. It's a nickname that was given to a powerful person on Twitter. I have a good idea of what Japan's situation is like for this round. But it's strange. No matter how strong the leader is, the strongest person in Japan would be... The king of Japan is Izumi. You two haven't forgotten, have you? Japan's most powerful incarnation, and the occupier of the ruler's throne. Izumi Hiroki. They're going to join a different group when Izumi is still alive? Michio, you must have heard the rumors. Izumi is now... Some constellations wish to see you crush 10 small men in one step. Okay, leave it to me. Wait, stop right there. Have we killed enough already? Izumi or Ren will be upset if they see you do something like that. Move it. Don't you see your anointed constellations? Are you nuts? You're going to fight us because of those little insects? Michio, don't get ahead of yourself. He's risking his life to save them. Who is that? Do I know him? Personal skill, character profile has been activated. You do not have any significant information on the target character. Converted character summary. Michio Shoji. Supporting constellation, none. One constellation is currently interested in this incarnation. Personal attribute, righteous coward. He's decently powerful, I guess. Overall evaluation, the character's overall stats are way below average. It is a wonder how he managed to survive up to this point. Wait, this is below average right now? I thought this was like decent. A righteous attribute? Just like Hyunsung. But not much else other than that. It really does make me wonder how he managed to survive all this time. Michio Shoji, was it? Come at us if you can. But don't you forget that neither Izumi nor Ren are here to save you in here. Mister, look. Oh, did a constellation take his body over? But he doesn't have a supporting constellation. He doesn't have a supporting constellation, so what happened there? It's like the thunder is always what we see, like when for context, Dokja's stats are all above 60, but yes, I know that, but Dokja is powerful. Like, Dokja is way above average, right? I thought, like, the average was, like, in the 30s or something, and Dokja is, like, at the, at above average. Let's see how this is going to turn out. But not this week, next week. We're really stretching it. Not really stretching it, it's just like we're come to the end of the stream. A very good ending spot, actually. For next week, I really need to fix the chat. I mean, the chat doesn't look horrible like this, but I like having it actually work out. And you'd think Japan would send their strongest incarnations. Yes. So that means that either this Ren fellow or the Izumi fellow sees something in Michio. Because Michio doesn't have any attributes of him being a reader, and I don't think that Tsusa was translated into other languages besides Korean, I guess. Fun fact, the manhwa follows the revised version of the novel, and one of the biggest changes from the revised version ebook were in this arc. Ah. I mean, it makes sense that it follows the revised version and not the very first written version, but still cool to know. I like the darkness of the chat, evil laugh. I like the small heart in the bottom. Chat, that's your heart, right? That's your heart, chat, I think. I think that's your heart, chat. Yeah, the arc's different in the novel. I kind of like the Webtoon version because they added some cool conversations. Okay. Good to hear some opinions about that. This arc was, like, what was really the context that happened? We had the talk with his mother, we had a small... I think the biggest part that really happened this week is the whole thing with Persephone and when going to the underworld. And the mission right now is basically to kill a snake inside of this scenario. And if he kills that snake, he gets to survive Yusong, revives Yusong, right? That's what they said, reviving Yusong by killing the snake. I think that's how everything is going to turn out, or what we're working on right now. The talk of the mother was pretty cool. She is a bit of a shitty character, like her personality, but she's like an interesting character because of her connection to Dokja and everything. I personally love his talk with his mother. Very heavy, but very good stuff. Yeah, it was a pretty nice talk. Pretty interesting and deep talk, even though his mother is like a shithead. I also liked the talk after his mother talk with Sang-ah. And I know that romance is not the main plot of Omniscient Reader's viewpoint, but I would like to see Dokja and Sang-ah's relationship to develop further. I did say that I could see Sooyoung and Dokja being together, but to be honest, Sang-ah and Dokja just make way more sense. Sooyoung is a bit more by herself. I don't think Sooyoung... Or you could argue, because when Sooyoung left, she was like, you could have at least searched for me, you jerk. Like, she said, at least you could show that you care for me. She was a bit mad that Dokja did not even search her, did not even show any slight care for her. So that could be some feelings in her side of her that she wanted the attention of Dogja. But who knows? Let's wait until Sooyoung gets to meet him again. Let's wait until Sooyoung hears the developments of Sang-a's and Dogja's relationship. I'm going to look forward to that. Next week will be another interesting read. But for now, I have to thank all of you for joining me in this week's stream. Thank you for being here. Pyro started ship wars in the chat at this moment. Oh my god! Sooyoung and Dogja content hasn't started yet. Okay. There were tiny pieces. Yeah, but for now, I'm starting the shipping war. The little handhold was so cute. Sang-a comforting Dogja after he opened up was adorable. Even though he went back to lying and everything. It was super adorable. We really love to see it. Omniscient Reader viewpoint can do it all. Wholesome, depressing, action heavy, we have it all. But for now, really, I'm going to end it right here. I need to take a shower. That's all from me for today. All that to be said is stay happy, stay healthy, and most importantly, stay cultured. Pyro out. See you in the next stream. Bye!